It's not every day that builders stumble across time capsules from the past, but that's exactly what happened to masons working overnight, repairing parts of the stonework on Southampton's Guildhall. They were left amazed when they found a real-life message in a bottle from over 80 years ago.
When I came into work to start shift at 8 in the morning, the guys were all jumping around with excitement, and they had this message. They actually said to me it was the most interesting find they've ever found.
The message was discovered cemented into the building's wall. Had workers not been fixing cracked stonework at that particular place, it could have remained encased in concrete forever.
Basically, when I come in the morning, the guys been working on a night shift. The reason we've been working at night with all this lighting is because the noise created in breaking up the stonework. Anyway, they uncovered the stonework in this section here. As it was being removed, they found a glass bottle with a message surrounded in a cement harder outer coating. The guys carefully tried to get the bottle out. Unfortunately, the bottle broke. When they managed to recover all the glass and the message inside, it had a message from 3 masons. On that message it said, "Mussolini threatens war."
The message names 3 men who were thought to have been stonemasons involved in building the Guildhall back in the 1930s. It was written on the back of a cigarette wrapper and is dated 1935. It also makes reference to Mussolini, the then leader of Italy, who was threatening war in Abyssinia.
Well, it's exciting because although a lot of work's been done on the Civic Centre over the years, it's the first time, as far as I know, we found anything in the fabric. And it comes from the time when they were building the Guildhall block of the Civic Centre. They start building in March 1934, completed in 1937, and this date on it is September 1935. So it looks completely authentic to have been resting there for over 70 odd years. The 3 names on it we assume to be the masons who were working on the building. The contractor was a firm, W.T. Nichols, so we don't know whether these were local masons he's employed or people who've come with the firm from somewhere else. And this tantalising reference to Mussolini threatens war, which anyone listening who did their O-level or GCSE history will remember is one of the big problems that the League of Nations faced. And in fact, it did lead to a war, not the Second World War, but the Abyssinian War. The newspapers would have been dominated by this story. It's been going on since December of the previous year, 1934, and it somehow struck a chord with these 3 men, and they were particularly worried about it. It's also, we should remember that this card was dated 15th of September 1935. War is actually declared, the big Second World War is the 3rd of September 1939. So we're just 4 years away, and it's one of those steps leading up to it. Why these men found the Mussolini story so worthy of note, I'm not quite sure. But we don't know anything about them, apart from the fact they must have worked as a team. The writing on the back of the card suggests that one person wrote all the words that are on it. So he might have been the team leader. They might have just left a cigarette break and finished their pack of cigarettes and decided to leave a message behind for someone to find.
The builders had wanted to put the message back into the wall where they found it, but historians have decided to keep it in the city's archive, and it could go on display to the public in future exhibitions. Instead, a new time capsule will be put into the Civic Centre's walls with the names of the men who found the original and details of the works currently being carried out on the building. Charlotte Briere-Edney, that's Solent.